Hello to all of our Karakan staff, no matter where you are, which part of the neighbourhood you're in, whether you're in the office or out. I hope this message reaches you and I hope that you are well. It's been a big few weeks, hasn't it, in our community, and we're all taking it on in our own way. But hope that you're doing well and want to say thank you for what you do, for the way we shape people's lives every day. Sometimes we just think what we do is a job, but actually what we do is making the difference and can make the difference for so many people. So I want to say thank you for your part in doing that. And I hope you don't underestimate the value of what you can do in your role. There are two videos I'm going to share with you this week. One with a bunch of updates, which will be the second video, and this one. And I want to preserve the time on this video to share something with you and then ask for your help with something. And I'm actually going to ask for your response on something. I share these messages and it's kind of like talking to a screen. I don't get to see your faces, I don't really hear from you, and so it's one way and it doesn't feel as meaningful as if I was to be talking to you. But I want to share something with you. I've been thinking about this. We have values in our organisation. There's three guiding values: hope, respect and partnership that we have at Karakan. I want to talk for a moment about one of our values being hope. And I want to get real with you and share an experience with you because one, I think values are about being real. And two, I don't think as organisations generally, sometimes we don't really think about how we bring our values to life. So here we go. The value of hope is something that means so much to me. And I know it's very important in the world of mental health and disability. We talk about the recovery framework and the journey of recovery and the role that hope has in individual lives. As a young fella, I found myself living on the streets for quite a long time. For 9 months was the first time, and then a couple of years after that, for the next couple of years, I was living in youth accommodation that was provided by service providers for youth that were homeless, and a lot of couch surfing as well. In that time, I was 14 years of age. Things got pretty rough. I had no money, had no family around, had no food, and had nowhere to live. And you can only imagine what you need to do to survive when you have nothing. You still got to eat, so you've got to find it from somewhere. I remember going through this for 9 months, sleeping on park benches, sleeping on beaches, sleeping in the back of service stations, sometimes in caravan parks if it was luxurious. And I remember thinking, is this all my life is going to be? I remember seeing other young people go to school, and I wasn't going to school at that time. I didn't have the resources or the capacity to have my life in order to do that. I remember seeing families go to places, on the weekend, and I'd think, wow, is that what life looks like? And I started to resign to the fact that my life would never look like that. That I was determined, or I was destined to be on the margins of society, sitting on the side of the gutter and hanging out with a crowd that also saw their lives the same way. And I remember someone approached me, someone I knew from a distance, who lived in Brisbane. I lived on the Sunshine Coast. I was on the streets up there. And they said to me, if you ever want to get off the streets, you realise you can. And you realise that there's more to you than this. And you realise we're willing to help you, and that there's actually hope of something better if you are open to that, if you can see that, if you want to see that. And that was the first time where I started to consider that maybe there was hope of more than living on the streets, being a marginalised, at-risk, drug and alcohol youth that I was at the time. I then remember going and sticking my finger out and hitchhiking to Brisbane and finding this person that had offered that help, and the help that they provided for a time that they could. I then ended up engaging with service providers that provided me with accommodation and gave me a place to live. And although it was a cockroach-infested unit in Marsden, mate, that was my first home, and it was wonderful. And I had hope of the fact that maybe I could do something. Maybe I could go back to school. Maybe I could become something in society. But the role that people played along the way was instrumental to lifting my views from where life was to where it could be. I want to share that with you because I believe that we play a role here now in the community, and we deliver services that are important. But I also believe that perhaps there's other ways and means that we can invite hope into people's lives, people with mental health and people with disabilities. I don't have all the answers as to how we do that. I've got some ideas and others have ideas, but I'm reaching out to you. I'm reaching out to support workers, workers in the office, others. I would love for you to share your ideas and to email me, please. I'm not just talking to a screen here, I'm talking to people, and I'd love to hear back from people about what are your ideas? How can we help people have greater hope in their lives? Is it about increasing connection? Is it about helping them build capacity? And if it is, how? What are your ideas? What are you seeing working out there? No idea is a bad idea. The only bad idea is the one that's not shared. I'm inviting anyone who has an idea, an aspiration, or has seen something work somewhere else, I'm inviting you to share it. Because together we can do things that make sense and add value to people's lives when we have the right idea with the right people and the right plan. So I'm inviting you to share by email anything that comes to your mind. Maybe it's made a difference for you in your life, maybe someone you know, or things you've seen in the sector, or maybe it hasn't been done at all, and that's even better. How can we invite hope into the lives of people that we support or could be supporting? What can Karakan do differently? What can it do that it's not currently doing to bring hope into people's lives? Because I know the difference it made for me. And the reason why I'm here is to provide that opportunity for other people in ways that are meaningful to them. And I need your help to do that. So please, again, thank you for everything you do. I hope you sense the sincerity of my message, and I hope that you do respond, because it's cricket sometimes on the other end of these messages, and it would be lovely to know that someone's receiving this message and that they might have something to share back. Have an awesome day. Cheers.